Hey guys, Uncle John here. Just wanted to talk to you about something for a second. A friend of mine, Mac Malone, another local businessman, entrepreneur, he put up a video just a few minutes ago that talked about sort of an epidemic. It's not really a new one. It comes and goes, but it seems to still be coming in stronger than it's going out. And that is big businesses, corporate businesses moving into territories, towns, cities, and kind of running mom and pop businesses into the ground, based solely on price, maybe some convenience, where you can pick up, 10 items that you were looking for as opposed to one or two. And while I can certainly relate to needing to buy things on price sometimes, it's still important to support local small business for several reasons. Pardon me, I got to look at notes, otherwise my brain goes totally dead. Like Max said, mom and pop businesses built this country. It was all small businesses. There was very little corporate, and the ones that were corporate, they're not known for paying their employees a good, decent wage. I don't want to get into the whole, minimum wage thing, but just a decent wage for what they do or what they're asking their employees to do. Max says that, in most cases, you're only going to save $1 or $2 on average, shopping at the big box places, the corporate places, as opposed to mom and pop places. Sometimes that gap gets a little bigger when you're buying, like he said, on eBay or Amazon. Although not everything on Amazon is a good deal. You got to know what you're looking at first. Just because it says free shipping doesn't mean you're getting a good deal. Like he said, sometimes the price goes up, sometimes the price goes down as far as the price gaps. But I will say this, as a local businessman, as a small business, even though I have a web presence, it's still about small business in my eyes. I have a web presence, but I'm still mom and pop. Even if you buy from somebody that's not local, if it's a product that you can't find, like there's custom razors out there. I'm going to use my wet shaving friends as an example here. Straight razors have made a huge comeback. They're not a cheap item. It's not something you can get everywhere for a decent product. That's not going to hack you up when you use it. And on the shore, there's not a lot of people on the eastern shore of Maryland that recondition and make custom things like that, the straight razors, or recondition them and make new scales for the handles. So you may have to buy that from somebody that's 4 or 5 states over, maybe further, but it's still in country. You're still helping them to keep more money in their community. You're helping a small businessman to stay afloat and make a living. None of us are looking to get rich off of this. Do I want to be comfortable? Yes. Let's see. Another good thing about mom and pop businesses, and I know I'm a little scattered here, so I apologize for that. Even if you're saving 10, 20, 30% buying at a corporate business, keep this in mind. What are you getting for that savings? In many cases, you're getting something that's less quality, that's going to hold up maybe half the time or less that a quality craftsman or a local mom and pop store that buys just quality things to resell, who's taking the time to actually research, not just throw it out there because it's cheap. When you buy from a local business, most of the time you're going to get a better quality product that's going to last you longer. I'm a firm believer in, like, my clothes. Nothing fancy. It's a plaid shirt. But it's a better plaid shirt than I would have gotten, I'll just say, at the box place. This shirt has lasted me already 3 years. and it will probably last me another 3, and I wear the heck out of it. So if I'd have saved, maybe I might have paid $25 for this shirt. If I'd have paid bought the same print for $10 at the other place, I'd have wore it out in 6 months. So yeah, I saved a little bit on the front end, but you got to look at what do you really save. Same thing goes for what I make, soap. Yeah, my soap's going to be more expensive than the 3 bars for 99 cents at the big place. But guess what? You don't need lotion with my stuff. It's not going to dry you out and make you itchy. It's a better product. It's a handmade product made with care, not with fillers. So enough about me. Anyway, so Mac, to answer your question, you're right. We're losing a lot of small businesses. There's a lot coming in, but there's a lot that die off really quick too, because there's not enough support out there to keep us all going. It's a struggle every day, and you hear and see a lot on social media about, support local business, support local business, support local business. But when it comes down to brass tacks, I see those same people buying things like their soap in the box stores, their mushrooms. Do you know how many sources we have just on the peninsula, the eastern shore of Maryland, for locally grown shiitakes, oyster mushrooms, you name it? Artisan breads, fresh artisan breads. There are farm markets weekly in this area. I think there's at least 5 days of the week covered within a 50-mile area where you can hit a farm market. Now, I'm not saying you're going to drive 50 miles for a farm market, but there's no reason that you couldn't once a week, twice a week, hit local fresh stuff. And yeah, so time for me to jump off my soapbox and to say, look, you may not be able to do it all at once. You may not be able to afford to support it for every product you buy, but there was a sign that I saw, and I don't know how true it is. I've never done the numbers, but if you spend, I want to say $100 a year on just local stuff, you'll support at least one small business person. If everybody in the country did that, adults. I'd like to see the actual numbers on that, but the bottom line is, if you want quality and you want to see more small business, you actually have to put your money where your mouth is and support small business. I do that as much as I can with the stuff here in my store. Local art, local products. I can't get everything I need locally, so then I go to the next step, the next state or two over. Can I get it from another small business person in that state, and at least help them with their business? And in return, I get business from other states, and it's reciprocal. It really does work. And I think if you're gonna buy everything just because of the initial dollar savings, I think even you as the consumer is going to lose out. So, all right, guys, just my thoughts, and it was also a response. This is a response to Mac Malone's video, and yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Comment down below. You can get a hold of me through my website. You can email me direct, unclejohnsoap.com. unclejohnsoap@gmail.com, and just let me know what your thoughts are on that. All right, guys, thanks.